In warm, sunlit regions where citrus trees grow in long, orderly rows, lemon orchards stretch across the landscape. From above, the symmetry of the plantation reveals careful planning, controlled cultivation, and years of agricultural experience. Each tree plays a role in a much larger system. Soil quality, irrigation, and climate all work together to shape the fruit long before it reaches the factory. As the lemons mature, their color deepens and their skin becomes firm and aromatic. This natural development signals readiness, a balance between acidity, freshness, and juice content. Harvest timing is critical. Picking too early or too late can affect flavor, yield, and processing efficiency downstream. Harvesting begins with careful selection. Only lemons that meet visual and structural standards are chosen, ensuring consistency from the very first step. Once picked, the lemons are placed into clean containers, grouped and prepared for transport. At this stage, odor and cleanliness are already part of the production mindset. Before leaving the orchard, the fruit has already passed its first quality filter. What remains is not just agricultural produce, but the starting point of an industrial process. From this moment forward, nature gives way to precision. The journey from orchard to factory is about to begin. Once harvested, the lemons are transported directly to the processing facility. Handled with care and efficiency, freshness is preserved from orchard to factory. From the moment the lemons enter the facility, cleanliness becomes the highest priority. Before any processing can begin, every lemon must be thoroughly washed, inspected, and prepared under strict hygienic control. This stage is not rushed, it is deliberate, methodical, and designed to eliminate every possible surface impurity. The lemons move slowly into the washing system where multiple streams of filtered water flow continuously across their surfaces. Dust, field residue, and natural contaminants accumulated during harvest are gently removed. The motion is controlled, ensuring effective cleaning without damaging the fruit. Washing occurs in stages. Initial rinsing loosens debris, followed by deeper cleaning cycles that reach every contour of the lemon's skin. Soft mechanical movement rotates the fruit, allowing water to contact all sides evenly. At this point, uniformity matters. Each lemon must leave the washing line in the same condition, clean, intact, and ready for further handling. This consistency is essential for maintaining stability throughout the rest of the production process. As the lemons advance, excess water is removed and surface conditions are stabilized. The fruit remains in constant motion, guided along stainless steel conveyors designed for food grade hygiene. No uncontrolled contact occurs, and exposure to the external environment is minimized. Following washing, the lemons enter the sorting phase. Here, organization replaces randomness. The fruit is aligned, spaced, and guided forward in an orderly flow. Visual inspection systems and mechanical guides ensure that only lemons meeting basic structural and surface standards continue along the main line. Sorting is not about speed, it is about reliability. Removing irregular or unsuitable units at this stage protects the integrity of downstream operations and prevents unnecessary variation later in the process. Once sorted, the lemons move into pre-processing. This stage prepares the fruit for transformation while maintaining its natural characteristics. Orientation and positioning are carefully controlled, ensuring that every lemon enters the next phase under identical conditions. Cutting and preparation occur with precision. Movements are consistent, measured, and repeatable. The objective is not aggressive processing, but controlled access, allowing internal components to be handled efficiently in later stages. Throughout washing, sorting, and pre-processing, hygiene protocols remain constant. Water quality, contact surfaces, and transfer points are continuously monitored. Cleanliness here defines everything that follows. This extended preparation phase forms the backbone of the entire production line. Any compromise at this stage would echo through every subsequent process. By the time the lemons exit this section, they are no longer raw agricultural produce. They have been cleaned, organized, and prepared to meet the demands of modern industrial processing, ready for extraction, refinement, and transformation. After washing, sorting, and pre-processing, the lemons move into the heart of the facility. This is where preparation ends and transformation truly begins. At this stage, the production line shifts its focus from surface treatment to internal control. Each lemon enters a carefully regulated environment designed to manage access, separation, and flow with precision. Movement through the system is deliberate and consistent. The lemons are guided into position, aligned, and stabilized before any internal processing occurs. Uniform handling ensures that every unit follows the same path, under the same conditions, without variation. Extraction systems operate as part of a synchronized network. Mechanical motion, timing, and pressure are balanced to allow controlled release of internal components while preserving clarity and integrity. Nothing happens abruptly. Every action is measured and repeatable. As the process advances, liquids and solids begin to follow separate routes within the facility. Each stream is managed independently, allowing parameters to be optimized without interference. This separation is essential for maintaining consistency at scale. Throughout this phase, stability is the guiding principle. Flow rates are maintained within narrow limits, pressure remains steady, temperature is controlled continuously to prevent fluctuation. These conditions allow the system to operate for extended periods without deviation. Sensors remain active at every critical point. Data is collected in real time, analyzed instantly, and used to make automatic adjustments whenever necessary. If variation appears, correction happens immediately, often before it becomes visible. Human involvement during this stage is minimal but intentional. When technicians appear, their role is not manual intervention but verification. They observe indicators, confirm system performance, and ensure automated decisions align with established quality standards. Cleanliness remains absolute. All transfer surfaces are food grade stainless steel. All movement occurs within sealed pathways. Exposure to external elements is eliminated, protecting both product integrity and operational stability. As processing continues, the transformation becomes less visible to the eye but more precise within the system. What was once individual fruit is now part of a controlled industrial stream, standardized, measured, and fully integrated into the production flow. This stage defines the character of the final product. Efficiency here determines yield. Stability here determines quality. Control here determines trust. By the time the lemons exit this section, their role as raw agricultural material has ended. They have been fully incorporated into a modern processing environment, prepared for refinement, stabilization, and final production. The foundation has now been set. Everything that follows depends on the discipline and precision established here. With extraction complete, the process enters a new phase: refinement and stabilization. At this point, the focus shifts from transformation to consistency. The goal is no longer to change the product, but to ensure that every unit leaving the system meets the same exact standard. The processed liquid moves through advanced refinement systems designed to remove remaining particles and ensure uniform clarity. Filtration occurs gradually, allowing separation to happen without disturbing the natural balance of the product. Throughout this phase, stability is carefully maintained, temperature remains controlled, flow rates are steady, pressure is balanced to prevent stress on the system. These conditions allow the process to run continuously without interruption for extended periods of time. As refinement continues, the product enters sealed environments where exposure is eliminated. Every transfer takes place within closed pathways, preserving integrity and preventing contamination. Quality control becomes increasingly visible during this state. Automated sensors monitor key parameters in real time, tracking consistency across the entire production line. Periodically, samples are taken for verification. These checks confirm that automated readings remain accurate and that standards are being maintained without deviation. Human oversight plays a focused role here. Technicians observe system performance, review data, and validate results, not by altering the process, but by ensuring that automation continues to operate within defined limits. This combination of technology and oversight creates reliability. It ensures that quality is not assumed but continuously proven. As the product moves forward, it carries with it a record of controlled conditions, evidence of stability built into every stage of processing. By the end of this phase, refinement is complete. The product is clear, stable, and verified, ready to proceed toward final formation and packaging. With refinement complete, the process moves into its final industrial stage: packaging. The finished product is guided into automated filling systems where precise volumes are dispensed into standardized containers. Each movement is synchronized, ensuring consistency across every unit. Sealing follows immediately, protecting freshness and preventing contamination. The product remains within controlled environments at all times, isolated from external exposure. Automated inspection systems verify alignment, integrity, and quality before release. Units that meet all standards continue forward while any irregularities are removed without interrupting the flow. At this point, the transformation is complete. What began as raw fruit has become a finished product, uniform, verified, and ready to leave the production line. With packaging complete, the production line reaches its final destination. Finished products move into controlled storage areas where they are prepared for distribution, organized, racked, and protected. Each unit is handled with the same care applied throughout the entire process. From here, the journey continues beyond the factory walls. The products are transported to markets, suppliers, and retail environments, becoming part of everyday life. What began as lemons growing quietly in an orchard has now transformed into a refined product shaped by precision, discipline, and modern technology. This process is not defined by speed, but by control, not by volume alone, but by consistency and trust. From cultivation to processing, from refinement to final delivery, every step has a purpose. This is the complete journey where nature meets industry and raw ingredients become reliable products